All right, man. We celebrating the women all month long. You understand me? So it's only right that I welcome to the Half Baked Podcast, the one and only hard spitter, you know what I'm saying? Real Bay Area with it, you know what I'm saying? The one and only Miss Allie Cocaine. What's happening with you, love?
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. Trying to make something out of nothing, you know what I'm saying? Another one like the other one. You looking good
trying to
over
turn
there.
Water into wine, you know what I'm saying?
Let me know. So, okay, you know what I'm saying? Trying to put a wig on the pig, make it,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Turn $1 from a dime, you understand?
Man. Hey, well, that's hard to do in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dollars around this now.
Nah.
You're going to get me in trouble.
We surviving, though.
Absolutely, man. Introduce yourself, man. Who is Allie Cocaine? You know what I'm saying? How did you get your name? Did you create it? Talk to me. Let the people know.
I'm just an upcoming rap bitch from Oakland, you know. Allie Cocaine. I mean, to tell itself, it's addictive. You know, it's an epidemic. You feel me? I'm selling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. I'm doing dope shit. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, I was kind of like styling myself and a couple of my friends, and I just would put cocaine with everything, like cocaine chilling, cocaine styling. So, like, I don't know, I would change my Instagram handle just a lot. And then it just turned into Allie Cocaine. And then when I did my first little rap, the So Gone challenge, when that was popping, my name was just Allie Cocaine. So it just kind of stuck.
That's just how it stuck. So you originally, so based on like what I'm hearing, you originally got in, like you want to do fashion. Is that what you was, like what I hear? Like you was doing clothes and design and stuff with your friends? Or?
Just styling them, like just getting them dressed and stuff. Like it wasn't never really nothing passion, but I used to kind of dress a little different. So like I used to just throw pieces together with my friends. Like I had friends that was modeling and stuff. So I would like get them dressed for their little events or, you know, little photo shoots or whatever, like something light, nothing major. But that was my name, just Cocaine. So shit, I really don't even know where the name came from. It just came to me. Like it just was on some fluke.
It's a fitting name. I ain't gonna lie, because like you say, when you rap it, it's addictive. So you want, of course, your fans and people that buy into you to be addicted to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a dope name for sure. And then you was telling me, I heard you just say, well, I remember you did the So Gone challenge and everybody like that shit kicked off. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, bro, she's spitting. Like, I was one of them. I'm like, man, who little baby over here is she? You know what I'm saying? Popping her shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what exposure or like did you get like from that doing that challenge? Like who reached out to you? Like what, you know, like what reactions did you get?
It was really like women, you know, I feel like my target audience even now is just women. Like, you know, I love the pictures. Like I just love everything about women. I'm super empowering. It don't matter whether, you know what I mean? Like that's just my whole get up, you know, like empowering, inspiring women. So, you know, it was like coming from a place of hurt. So when I dropped it and, you know, it was already a popular challenge. So people was like, I feel that. And then I dropped the part 2 to that and they was like, damn, I'm really feeling that, you know? So, I mean, it kind of went up. And then from then, you know, people were sharing it and stuff. And I didn't really know what viral was because I was a new mom. So I wasn't really on the internet like that. I just was kind of like stay-at-home mom. I was just focusing on me and my baby. So when it kept posting and posting, I'm like, okay, like they liking it. Like you know,
oh shit, so they liking this. It's kicking off.
Yeah, I didn't really know what it was. I didn't really know what the hell it was, but it was catching. So then after that, I had did the Mozzie Bounce Out Challenge. He reposted it. He followed me, so I got a lot of love off of that. And directly after that, I had did the New Oakland freestyle by Mr. Fab. So when he reposted it, you know, like after that, my following just kept growing after that because it was like Mozzie was hella hot. That was 2016, so Mozzie was hella hot then. And you know, Fab is Fab. So I mean, those two cosigns really helped, like as far as like exposure, and my following went early. So I mean, after that, I was dropping a freestyle like every 3 days or every week. And it just kept growing. And, you know, it was fun back then. So it being fun, I was doing it actively. So, I mean, that's really, you know, how I built my following and built my fan base. I didn't know what I was doing, but it just was organic and it was expression. So.
Are you still doing the like freestyle? Are you still dropping it here and there, putting a little gym on the net, just to let them know, like, yeah, don't get it twisted now. I do this shit.
Yeah, like I be dropping a couple little joints, you know, it's kind of, to me, it's kind of phased out because what it was is that for me, it was fun, but it kind of boxed me in as like an Instagram rapper. You know, it was just like she got bars, but it was like most of my content and most of my creation was going on challenges. So for me, it kind of became like, okay, well, now it's time I got to make records and I got to step outside of this and I got to get more stuff out. So right now I'm kind of on a rebrand. So that was good. Like it built a following, but now I get to kind of reinvent Allie Cocaine. So this year, y'all gonna see a lot of stuff different. like coming on my brand and stuff. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real interesting too. So I got some stuff coming, you know.
Let's talk about like you say, you being a mom in rap. Like, I know being a mom is demanding all day, year round. It's like, it ain't no break, you know what I'm saying? So how do you manage, you know, mommy time and artist time and making sure you still, you know, 100% mom and 110% artist, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. You know what? It's kind of hard, but it's kind of like, you just kind of got to get organized. So like when I first started rapping, I was a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't working, right? Okay. So then, you know, about a year and a half after, that's when I started working. And it was kind of like, it was still easy for me because it was fun. So I was still doing it. But it got to a point to where I got so consumed with work that it was like, I wasn't really doing the music. And then it was like, you know, my son was in school for a lot of that time. So I hit a rough patch. I'll say that I hit a rough patch to where it was like, okay, I kind of got to shut all this shit down and then come back. So, you know, I stopped working. I was like, I'm going to do music. And of course, I'm going to do parenting. So for me, I incorporate my son in the stuff because my son is like super entertaining. He's such a personality. So for him, like, I take him to my photo shoots. I take him to my studio sessions. Like, you know, me and him be rapping back and forth in the middle of me writing. You know, it's like, It can be a distraction. But then it's like, well, fuck it, he want to rap. So, you know, we ain't going to bounce our little freestyles. And I'm like, okay, well, you go play your game or, you know, whatever you're going to do. And it's just a balance, you know. It's hard.
Yeah, facts.
For sure. But, I mean, you get it done. When you a mom, I feel like those instincts just kind of kick in. It ain't no handbook to this shit. You know, I'm learning. It's like I have a responsibility of a whole human. Like, nigga, that in itself, that's heavy. And now I have an audience that I have to please. You know what I'm saying? And this wasn't ever nothing I wanted to take serious. I just got my feelings hurt. Wrote a little song about it.
Thank you. Thank you for hurting my feelings, though. You feel?
Hey. They say catch flights, not feelings, baby. My feelings got me catching flights. So fuck it. You know?
Let me know something there. Yeah, absolutely. I want to talk about, like, you've been rapping, like you said, since 2016, the past 5 years now. Obviously, the pandemic took place literally a year ago today. So I want to talk about, do you remember what you were doing a year ago today, what you was planning? Like did any shows get canceled? You know, how did the pandemic as an artist affect Alley Cocaine? You know, because you're trying to break, you're trying to, you're trying to get there. And it's like, oh, come on, pandemic. You know what I mean? So how did that affect you as an artist?
I mean, you know what? It was kind of good and bad because I feel like, you know, like I said, I had stopped working. So I had just moved from Stockton back to the Bay, and it was just like a lot of transitions going on. And it was like, you know, time for me to spend more time with my son. So it kind of got me grounded, like personally. But like as an artist, I feel like, you know, some shows was canceled. You know, that's where a lot of my money was coming in at, like in my shows. And I'm like, I ain't working no more. Like, what I'm supposed to do? I'm used to working a job. Right. So it's just like, you know, it kind of puts you in that uncomfortable position to be like, you know what, this shit's still possible.
Right.
So, you know, I just ventured off the other avenues, you know, to get paid. And it's just kind of like, I feel like, you know, I was doing a lot of stay-at-home stuff, like with my nieces. My son was able to see his cousins. So I kind of was doing family shit. And because I've always worked 2 jobs, for the most part, a lot of time wasn't spent. So for me, it was helpful for me personally. So I feel like now that I got that time to kind of sit down and now the shit finna open back up, oh, what's up? You know, I got that time personally with my son, my loved ones and all that. So now it's just like, all right, it's go time after that. So, you know, I'm working on, I wouldn't say transitioning out of music, but using music to transition into other things, you know, like podcasting. And like I said, I'm big on like empowerment for women. So, you know, with me being an artist that, you know, I rap sexually, not all the time, but, you know, I do rap sexually, sexually empowering women and stuff like that. So I'm kind of trying to go that route as well as fitness and, you know what I mean, health and wealth, you know.
I like how you said that.
Yeah, you know, so
sexually empowering women. I like that. That was unique.
Because I'm for it.
Yeah.
Like
I ain't mad at
you. Might get cocaine. You might get cocaine. You don't know.
Oh Lord. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that new single that you got up, and I think we got cocaine on that one, but we gonna get there. Let's keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about how you deal, you know, as a rising, you know, artist in the Bay around, you know what I'm saying, representing the town specifically. the attention that comes with it, both wanted and unwanted attention. You know what I'm saying? In relation to this question, I'm referring to like JT of the City Girl. She was up being online going off, right? She's going off on fans, Lil Uzi Vert. She, you know, she fresh home at the same time. So she's still in her, what I believe, I don't know her. I don't want to say like this is what it is, but from what I believe, she's still, you know, transitioning. So she still ain't as professional maybe as some may want her to be. You know what I mean? So the stuff that's coming at her, she's still gonna respond as a natural Miami chick. You know what I mean? So how do you, how, as a rising artist, how do you, you know, handle that? You know, the both wanted and unwanted attention from whoever.
I mean, I feel like for me, I'm kind of introverted. So for me, like when I'm out in public and people like coming up to me and stuff like that. At first, I was kind of weirded out.
Okay.
But it's just kind of like, you know what? These people, this was keeping the bread buttered. Like, you know what I mean? So I just think you kind of just have to adapt as long as you're within your comfort zone. You know what I mean? So like the unwanted attention, as far as that goes, it's kind of like you just adapt to it. But now it's like, you know, when I got shows, now I have an entourage. Now I have people to wear security and stuff, you know, just because I don't know who y'all think that I am. Like, I'm very humble still. I'm still hungry. So to me, I'm like, it's just me, like, you know, but I got to understand in the life that we in now, social media, they think I'm somebody other than what I am. And I'm just like, it's just a little bitty me, but you know, just being safe.
They just see that they want that light you got, you know, like, damn, she popping. Like maybe she could, if I could just spit at her a little something, we can, you know, who knows, you know?
And I'll be like, baby, I ain't even there yet. Like, I'm somebody, but I ain't nobody. Like, you know, at the same time. But I'm big on my brand. You know what I mean? When it comes to like the internet and stuff, thank God I get more love than I get hate. I don't really deal with that. I don't feel like I spew out anything nasty. Like, I'm not like, you know, like that's not my character. So I feel like I'm reaping what I sow. Like, you know, I got good seeds growing. So, I mean, right now, and I know, like, you know, honestly, I feel like they build artists up to tear them down, or figures, not even just artists. I feel like they bring people up and then they pick at them bad because it's just like, oh, they hot. And then it's just like that year later, it's just like, oh, they weak, they this, they that.
We got to find that one flaw, like she hard,
that one
but
flaw, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm a person, I'm on the surface with it. Like, if it ain't affecting me or my bag or my son, like, y'all can have it. You know, I don't be responding to negativity. Even like the small amount that I have received, like, which is not common, I just be like, that shit, whatever. Like, you know.
Give me an example. What kind of hate have you, like, small? Like, you know, unless you want to put a name on it, I'm here for it all. You feel me? But just an example, you feel me? Like,
I would say like maybe 2019, early 2020, it was kind of this little Hollywood thing surrounded by my name. You know what I mean? And it was kind of like people would see me out and they'd be like, oh, you Holly, or it'd be either jokes or they'd be like, well, I had DM'd you and da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, well, there is an email in the bio that you can hit if you didn't get a response back. And then you also got to understand, I said, I don't owe you guys anything. I don't owe you access to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a privilege to be around.
You know what I'm saying? And that's with anybody, whether you have a status, whether you have clout, or whether you are a regular individual. You don't owe nobody the accessibility to you. And I kind of had to explain to a person before, I'm like, so instead of coming to me with what you originally had to talk to me about, you decided to do that. I said, what you should have done is use the opportunity while you're in my face to be like, hey, I have reached out. Or even if you didn't say that, just be like, hey, my name's such and such. I want to work with you. How do I get in contact with you? Or who do I talk to? How, you know? That would have been a better option, you know. And it's like, like I said, I don't spew hate. It's not like I'm gonna spaz out like, oh, I ain't Hollywood. Your perception of me is none of my business.
Period. Yeah.
My perception of me is what it is. Like, my brand matters to me and how I come off, you know, for myself. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like the little Hollywood stuff, and that to me is like, instead of a person being like, I'm proud of you, or I see you doing your shit, it's just like, let me dim your light a little bit. Oh, you acting like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, it's just nothing major. Like I said, it'd be small things, small talk that go around. But, you know, that should come with it, I guess.
I feel it. I want to get a little personal real quick. I seen on your Instagram, you posted the passing of your brother 11 years ago, and you were talking about your face tat. That's the number 33, correct?
Right.
Okay. And can I see it? Can the folks see it that ain't seen it on Instagram? You want to give a little close up on that thing?
Awesome.
Let's talk about how did the passing of your brother motivate you to go harder today? And, what does his passing, of course, mean to you? And how does it bring out the passion in your songs today? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So, so I have older siblings, so it's like my brothers is like father figures to me, you know what I'm saying? So the passing of my brother was it was really special because my brother died on the same block that my cousin died on, in front of my auntie house, you know what I'm saying? So that place was already hard for me. And then, that following year, my niece, his daughter passed, you know what I mean? So with that situation, it's deep. And not only that, my cousin Lump, he died at 33 also. So the number is super significant. I don't like odd numbers. So it's like double, like it's just, it's super, it's a lot of meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? And my brother's somebody that always supported me and believed in me. And it wasn't even always just music. Like he just was like, you gonna be somebody. And you know what I'm saying? And it just was like, to me, it just keep me going because it's like, shit, my son looked like my brother. Like, it's so crazy that it's just like, when I see my brother, I see my son, like my son sleep under the covers like my brother used to. Who does that? Like, who the fuck does that? So, I mean, it's just grounds to keep going. I kind of talk about it in my music, but it's like a hard place for me. I'm a Cancer, so I'm sensitive as hell. So
my mom a Cancer. That's crazy.
I have a shell on, so I don't really do a lot of struggle rap. I got a hell of a testimony, and that's why I feel like I said, transitioning and being empowering and just talking and stuff is kind of like I feel like I'm motivation to a lot of people outside of just music. Just when I talk, I don't just talk. You get what I'm saying? There's education behind this, intelligence here, So I mean, I just feel like my story one day is gonna be like a testimony for me to tell. I'm walking in there. I'm walking testimony. You feel me? So
absolutely, man.
That. Yeah.
Absolutely. How you say you got more siblings? How many brothers and sisters you have total?
8.
Oh damn! Yeah, you got 8. Me beat. I'm the baby of 5.
10. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you know, my siblings, it'd be 10. So yeah, we deep.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, it's more brothers. I got.
Yeah, you just.
My daddy was a Rolling Stone.
Facts.
Okay, I get you. I hear what you're going with. Okay.
But shit, my mama was hot. She had 7 of them, so shit.
Goddamn, well, where your mama at?
I need to tell you. My mom's passed
okay,
on,
yes,
but
ma'am. Okay.
I mean to tell you, it's the reason I'm a freak. It's genetics.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord. Well, it is International Women's Month. Yeah, I'm saying. So with that being said, I do want to ask you, who are your female inspirations and why? It could be rapper, it could be, whoever.
I would say firstly, Queen Latifah. Like she just like, I feel like that's how I feel when I think of myself. Like Queen Latifah is boss. Like, okay, she did music, right? She was raw at it. Like, her message and everything raw at it. But she also acted. She's also a girl boss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's also endorsed. Like, she's a person that's just like super multi-faced. So when I see Queen Latifah, I just see boss. Nicki Minaj, I feel like she was in that male-dominated era and she stood her own. I feel like, like I said, they build artists up to break them down. I feel like not even to be like, oh, it's a conspiracy, but I really believe like they against Nicki because she survived. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in a male-dominated industry, writing her own raps, like, and just making plays out of everything that she do. You know what I'm saying? Erykah Badu, that's like the more sensual, the spiritual, the in tune side of me. Like, being in touch with your inner peace, being grounded, things like that. Who else? My mama for sure, because she made a diamond, I watched my mom like make her struggle look easy. Like, 100 pounds of bricks look like 100 pounds of feathers with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's like one person I could just see like her strength. You know what I mean? Going through so much. Like my mom had cancer for like 16 years and the doctor told her she wasn't going to have no more kids. And she had 4 more after that. You know what I'm saying? Said that she wasn't going to live past 30. You get what I'm saying? My mom passed at 50. So it's just like, I just feel like my mom, just that epitome of that strength, that, perseverance, So, and I could go on and on. I love women. I love everything about us. Black women.
Absolutely.
For sure. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace, moms. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I asked about your inspirations, oh my goodness. More specifically, the reason why I asked about your inspirations was because Bay Area rapper Saweetie in an interview talked about being inspired by Lil' Kim and how she thought Lil' Kim had one of the hardest bars in her song, Not Tonight. You know what I'm saying? And the lyrics were, trying to impress me with your 5G stones. I give you 10 G's if you leave me alone or whatever, right? And Sweetie was like, it's relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think that's so boss of Lil Kim to like say that little bar right there. But for you, I want to know what's the hardest female rap bar from a female rap legend or whatever? Because I know you'd be like, my bars. You know what I'm saying? So from a female rap legend, what's like the hardest bar? If you could give me one off your head that you could be like, I ain't gonna lie, Eve said this, or you know what I mean?
I can't even say like the hardest bar.
Okay.
But Nicki said some shit like her pussy better than the one that he was made in. Like, you know, like like, you know, like that's disrespectful. Like, you feel me? Like you your pussy and downplay his mama's. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The same, so disrespectful.
You feel me?
I don't
like
even know how to
like
take that. Yeah.
Shit like that. And Lil Kim for sure. I feel like Lil Kim is that fashion icon. Like, you know what I mean? Like her. Like, and it was raunchy, it was nasty, but it was gangster though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like them type of women to come up under, like, that shit icy. That shit raw. You know what I mean? So I fuck with Kim too for sure. I feel like she was very influential. Kind of like how Nicki is. You know what I mean? It's like the parent of that. You know what I'm saying? So like real raunchy, nasty, but still classy about it though. And hard, hood with it. So yeah, I fucks with it. We got some dope ass women. So
yeah, we definitely got some dope ass women in the world, man. Let's get to this music though. You know what I'm saying? If I let you go ahead and get about this thing, I know you know what I mean? You was on the road, you pulled over for your cousin. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this music. You got a new single out. It's called D Good. I ain't gonna say it, you can say it, but it's called D Good, produced by my big brother. The Mechanic produced that thing. How did y'all link? How did the song come about? Talk to me.
Okay, so me and Miss Dre been tapped in for a while. Me and the Mechanics been tapped in for a good minute too. So she told me she was getting back to the music, and she was like, "Sis, I need you on this record." I'm like, okay, you know, let's put it together. We kind of were missing each other on time, and so Rax hit me like, "What's up? What we got to do to get the play together?" I'm like, "Well, just set the time, tell me to show up, and I'll be there." So I pulled up to the lab. We did the record, and it was like my alley. I'm like, "Oh, I could do this." But did good. I that's my lane. You know, we put the record together. We went and shot the video. Forex, he directed it. Mechanics produced it, of course. And shit, we just ran the play. Forex, the one who got me the Too Short feature. So, you know, it was lit.
So y'all locked in for sure.
Yeah. Them folks and them legends. So it's just like, to me, I'm like, that's dope. Like, to be working with motherfuckers that I listen to, like, even if I'm growing up listening to Jay Style and I'm listening to Mechanics, like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, Too Short, like, you feel me? That is lit.
It's always an honor to be recognized by not only your peers, but by people that's like, that you may consider to be up here a little above you or something, and to notice you, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good look. I like the song. I ain't gonna lie. I think y'all on there going crazy. I got a couple questions for that thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know I'm talking to Miss Allie Cocaine, but I need you to transform into Miss Allie Cocaine real quick for me. I need you to go back into that D Good, Miss Cocaine real quick. What qualifies the D to be good? Is it the size that matters, or is it the motion of the ocean?
As I've gotten older, I've realized it's the motion of the ocean. And I say that
I'm gonna end the interview. Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to be fucking with a small dick nigga. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is big dick niggas can't always fuck. They're not always as flexible. And they don't even want to do no work. So just because you have a big dick don't mean you have good dick. You just have a big dick. Sometimes it's a big useless dick. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like somebody with the average size, if not even small, but just somebody with an average size who is into sex can please you better than somebody who just got a big dick. Because I feel like men with a big dicks, I said that so many times, men who are larger.
No, I asked for Miss Cocaine to come out. I asked for this, so please bring it out.
So I just think men that are larger think because they already have that, they don't have to do as much work. And that's not the truth. Like, you lazy. It sucks. I want to go home because I hate it here. So, you know, to me,
now it's going. Go ahead.
Think good dick is good sex. It's not just it's the sex. You know what I mean?
Connection.
It's the connection. It's the, the buildup, the arousal, the foreplay, all of that stuff that comes into play.
Now, it's going to be a lot of players. It's going to be a lot of players watch this interview. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody out there in the world, you know what I'm saying? Is Miss Allie Cocaine single? Is she looking, you know what I'm saying? Is she on the market? There's going to be some players that might want to drop some of that. Okay.
I'm not on the market. I'm not.
So stay out of DMs. I don't care how good that thing is. She ain't trying to find out about it.
Or talk to me through Cash App.
Break bread or fake debt. I'm a fake debt. I'm gonna die on you right then.
Oh, that's that Bay Area in him.
Yeah, believe me. You understand? Hey, real quick. When we gonna get the mixtape? You know what I'm saying? The album. I know earlier that you were telling me about that you had a new mixtape on the way. What is it called? The 6-song EP, Pop Out?
Yeah, Pop Out. So that's a 6-song EP. That's dropping tomorrow.
Easy word. So when the interview come out this week, we're going to go ahead and have everybody upload, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check out that new Pop Out mixtape. Who on it? What's some producers? Who's some artists that you linked up on that thing? Yeah.
So it's exclusively produced by Space on the Beat. He did collab on one of those songs called Gangsta Party featuring Yachty Benji. Once Max, he's a producer out here too. He's also on that. The rest of them are produced by Space. So I got Too Short on there. Again, Yachty Benji, and I got Just Bang on there. So again, it's 6 songs, 3 by myself, 3 features, quick little mashup. But it's on some hypey shit. It's I'm popping out.
Okay, so you all right? So you're not bringing out the women empowerment Allie Cocaine. You bringing out the gangster Allie Cocaine.
I mean, it's both parts. So like Slower, or excuse me, I changed the name. It's called Goer now, featuring Just Bang. That's for the bitches. All day, it's ass shaking. So whether you want to be called a woman or you want to be called a bitch, you whatever one. Dosing, I got flavors on there. So I say I pull up Dosing, Yoking, and a scraper cart full of baddies, different flavors. Like I've been stunting on my haters. All I want is money. Give me pay.
Send me that. You couldn't need that. Send me that.
Yeah, need that. You need that. It's hot. It's hot. And it's got a nice little cadence to it. It's just on some town shit. Like it's player shit. Like this anthem is kind of like it's hyphy. Like, and I got some like that Goer. You not really gonna expect that from me.
Yeah.
But it go crazy.
All right. So last question, I swear. As an artist, what do you want people to respect most? Like when it's all said and done, when you leave your mark on the game, you know what I'm saying? Bay Area, next level, whatever, right? Open, whatever is at the globe. What do you want people to respect about Allie Cocaine? Like, is it the lyrics? Is it the sexiness, the swag, how she
respect
deliver?
Me, bitch. Me as an individual. You gonna respect all this shit. Respect this pimping, respect this simping, bitch, whatever it is. And respect this pink print. Because it's gonna be a lot of shit that I put in place that wasn't in place. And I'm gonna tell you now, don't get me wrong. We got the Lil Kims, the Kaya, the Trinas, the Nasty. But this shit here, I got bitches on to talk nasty. I got bitches on to rap nasty. I got bitches on to tweet nasty. It's bitches that don't even look suckable that's rapping nasty. Okay?
Right.
So, I mean, just respect my blueprint. Just give me my flowers. That's it.
Well, I'm giving them to you early in the game, man.
Yeah. Hey, it's only going up. Like I said, Pop Out. And that was actually named by one of my supporters. So I sent my EP out to a couple of my fans. I call them supporters, but a couple of my fans, and I asked them for names and how they liked it, to how to rearrange it and all that. And she came out with Pop Out. So shout out to Hank Darley. Yeah. So, it's got some shit coming. That's
dope to interact with your fans, because that's what people, as they get up and more, they just thank the fan. I wouldn't be anything without you, but they don't interact with them for real. You know what I mean? So it's dope to actually build that relationship so they can grow with you. Exactly. Be personal with your fans and stuff like that.
Direct to consumer for sure. Because I mean, it's like, that's really what it is. Like, I remember one time I was in a club, but I lost my whole purse. I'm in there hot, but it's people coming up to me like, "Oh, hi, Allie," and I'm having to really take pictures and smile and laugh. And I want to cry. My little work key was up in there for the work car. Like, I was stressed out, but I mean, the fans is, I mean, they keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. This my line. It's called Cocaine Couture. These gonna be dropping soon. You feel me? I got the little Cocaine and Co. necklaces and things. So, I got some shit. I'm branding. I got some shit coming for sure.
Absolutely. We definitely gonna be on the lookout for that. On the lookout for that new EP dropping, man. 6-song EP popping out.
Yes,
out,
sir.
you know what I'm saying? Any last shout outs you want to go ahead and say before we get about this night?
I mean, I just want y'all to stick along for the journey, man. This ride ain't near over. It might be a roller coaster, but we going up. Like, I just want y'all to just stay in tune with me. I got a lot of shit coming. Like I said, I'm rebranding. Like, I'm cool where I'm at, but it's gonna be next level. Like, I'm up. So, and shout out to y'all, shout out Cuzzin Dre, shout out KMEL. I'm thankful, for the platform. So, just stay in tune with me, baby. It's only up from here.
We here, man. You got your cousin attention, so we locked in. Once what they say in church, man, you only a visitor once. After that, we family.
Yeah, we family.
So, it's good for sure, man. Alley Cocaine, man. Your cousin Dre on the Half Baked Podcast. It is 106.1 KMEL, man. Peace.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.